Hey guys, I've never directly made a video addressing this. I've obviously talked about it, right? Because, there's no way I can't talk about it. This is a visual medium, and, it's inevitable that it comes up, but I wanted to talk about the light skin experience. I'm a light skin Latino, and, that really does change things. I know a lot of you might be like, it pull re or whatever, right? But no. I obviously people know the advantages, right? You get treated better, people trust you. That's the side of the halo effect that I do see once people get past this, if they get past the disability. But for example, in elementary school, I've mentioned this before, the lunch ladies would give me extra food because they thought I was cute. And that's how I got chunky, brothers and sisters. In addition to the just thick Latino genetics, it was already over. I've already talked about how my dad for most of his life was obese, and we're just short and stocky generally. And so yeah, because I was light skinned, the lunch ladies would give me extra food and stuff like that. And honestly, when I go to Guatemala, people can't not talk about my looks. The girls are all over me. I have to be honest. They talk about my greenish hazel eyes, my brown hair, and, explicitly about my light skin. What can I say? But that's just because I better fit European beauty standards. But yeah, as I know I hate the rating and stuff like that, but I would say I'm a 4 here in the US, but I'm definitely a solid 7 or 8, even with the disability in Guatemala. That's part of the dark medicine I don't think anyone can deny, regardless of what you believe politically. That just is facts. There's a preference for lighter skin, and I've experienced it. But I also want to take this time to talk about the ways in which it messes with you to not look like you belong to the quote unquote race that you're quote unquote supposed to. And that's just because people are so weird about it. Sometimes I get on, I don't know if you guys know Omegle, and I have people guess what country they think I'm originally from, and no one gets it right. Not a single person. I think a few people have said Latin America, maybe, and but some people are so resolute in saying, no, that's not where you're from, because I know what people from that region look like. And I counter, I'm people that don't look like that exist there too. I mean, do people not realize that there was an aristocracy there too, and that people didn't just move away, and that they kept their power, and that I lie in the middle between that? Like, and another thing too, when I was helping kids, like being a translator and helping out in ESL classes, some of the darker skinned kids wouldn't take my help. And honestly, I think it's because they didn't see that I was one of them, even though I am. And I know people are gonna say I'm not one of them in the fact that I wasn't raised there. I understand that, but culturally and genetically, we are pretty similar. These were assimilated kids too. It's not like they came speaking only an indigenous language. I only met one student like that ever, and that like it wasn't even when I was there helping out. It was later. And obviously this has been talked about by people like W.E.B. Du Bois, and that's the multiple consciousness, or multiple forms of consciousness that you get. You're divided between being an American, a Latino, a Guatemalan, and then a white man, but also not really a white man. And that messes with you so much. That really messes with you, because you don't fit into people's visual boxes. And like, I don't know, I remember one time I told my brother, because my brother has more, like, he has curly hair and more like indigenous looking features, and he told me that he's regularly recognized as Latino, and I told him I wasn't, and he said that made him sad. Like, that made him that made him just feel a certain way. And yeah, because ultimately all of us in some way want to fit in, and when we literally can't, it just hits different, guys. I don't know any other way to say it. But yeah, man, it all just compounds. But I will say this, that I stand as proof against the genetic determinism of the black medicine. Because they claim that people like me can exist, and that genetically I should be one way or the other. And that I can't be as mixed as I am, but I am. And it really is only skin deep, contrary to what they say. And you guys can take me as an example of that. Alright, see you guys, bye.